What's good? It's Post, man. LiveOffBeats.com. Real quick, man. I'm out here in my office, man. Just thought I'd do a quick video. Shout out to you, man. Give you some game, give you some shit to inspire you or something. You know, maybe something to hate on if you're a sucker. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man. You know the crazy thing, real quick. Live Off Beats 2017. 10 years. We started this in 2007. November 2007 when Live Off Beats first launched. So we're going to, this November to be a decade. So this is the 10-year anniversary of Live Off Beats. It's just amazing to think that it lasted this long and grew into what it grew into. Initially, it was just an ebook, you know, with a little page that I threw together. Just, you know, been in the music production online game for a few years, since 2002. So I just, you know, shared what I knew. And, I mean, it turned into 40 different courses and probably hundreds of free teleseminars and hundreds of free videos and millions of producers watching on YouTube. I mean, it's just an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? I never would have imagined it was going to turn all that. But you never know the impact you're going to have. That's why you just got to get started and do what it is that you do. So, in fact, that'll be what today's lesson is, or this video's lesson, is going to be about getting started and creating a vision for where you're going and then getting there. Because I think a lot of times us as producers, you know, you may have a 9-to-5 job, or you may be maybe unemployed, or maybe you do beats full time. Whatever the case may be, what generally ends up happening is we stall. That means we get to a certain point. We may, you know, you may have put up your beat site and you put beats online, or whatever the case may be, and you stall, and it seems like you're stuck and going around in a circle, right? So we all experience this. It's not something that you experience by yourself and you're, you know, stupid or anything like that. This just happens. This is part of life, a part of growth. So the trick is to sit back down, get you a pen and pad. This is how you get out of those cycles. When you get in that cycle where things don't seem like they're moving as fast as that you'd like them to, and you can't. It's hard to recapture that same energy you had when you first started, when you were starting to build this thing and you had a big dream. And so therein lies the key to your problem. That when you first started, the energy and the motivation, the inspiration was because you had a vision in your head of what you wanted to accomplish and what you're trying to do as a music producer. Whether it be you want to do beats full time online and you want to, you know, become a successful music producer. You want to sell your beats and bless the world with your music. You imagine, envision, you know, people all across the world listening to your music, driving down the street and you hear someone playing one of your songs, or artists buying and making dope records that you can just show your friends and family. And so all these things you were envisioning before you started. And then what happened was, along the way, you know, the work kicks in, right? So the work kicks in, and then the struggle kicks in to where you don't know what you don't know. So you're getting started. You're not, you can't get the traffic that you wanted to get. The beats ain't selling like you thought they were. The money's not coming in like you thought it was. And so what happens is now the motivation leaves. Now you're just looking at what's right in front of you, which is I can't get traffic to my beat site, or my beats ain't selling the way I want them to. I still got to go to work and work this 9 to 5. And so what we're doing at that point is letting the outside circumstances continue to dictate our thoughts. And then that's what creates a cycle, right? Because then you look out, oh man, I can't get traffic, or I'm not getting beat sales, or I'm still working, it's not working out the way I want it to. And then you see that outside in your world, and then you start thinking about that. And then you think about it, damn, and then it happens, it shows up again, because what you think about, you create. So then you recreate that again, and then you just keep going back in the cycle. And some people do this cycle till they're 80 years old and die and just live the same cycle over and over again. So the way you want to avoid that and start to reach the elevation of success that you want to reach is, one, you got to sit back down with a pen and pad and get by yourself and get back clear on what your vision was when you started. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, you don't know what you don't know. So when you get started, you're just thinking, you know, I just upload a couple beats, I'm going to be a goddamn beat online millionaire. And, you know, that's kind of like what we think. And so what happens is that thinking that is going to be so easy is what motivates us to start. Then we get started, and then we realize that it's a lot harder than we thought. It's a lot more work than we thought. And there's a lot more learning involved than what you initially thought it was. So then you go into forgetting the reason and the vision that you had when you started. And so a lot of producers just give up. You know, by the time a lot of top producers come to Live Off Beats, they were ready to give up. You know what I'm saying? So what I want you to do is get a pen and pad, and I do this every day. This is the thing. You know, if you've never done this, or you haven't done it in years, then that shows, bro, you in trouble. Because I do it every day. I get up in the morning every day and hone in and get clear on what my vision is and where I'm trying to go in my life and what I want to get in my life and what do I want to share, give, and impact into the world. Now, if you're not doing this once a month, once a year, and let alone you ain't doing it once a week, and you definitely doing it every day, then that shows you that it's a whole part of life that you're not indulging in that is critical to your growth. So you gotta get out of the cycle of just doing the same shit every day. You understand what I'm saying? The same minutia shit of everyday living, and you're trying to be a successful producer, and you're doing the same shit every single day. Excuse my language. So what I do, the first thing I do is you want to wake up an hour earlier if you can, and start to hone your vision again. That's where your motivation and inspiration comes from. And when you start to hone your vision, you start to focus on where you want to go, energy flows there, and you start to attract that thing that's going to get you there. The knowledge starts to come, the people start to show up, and you'll start selling beats out of nowhere. Excuse me, selling beats is really easy online, especially if your price points are 20, 40, 50 bucks. I mean, you should be selling it all day. It's nothing. We did a test recently on our beat side on R&B production. You know, we do higher level beat sales. You know, we into the other shit. But at the same time, I said, man, let me see how easy it is to sell beats online. I tell these cats all the time, especially for the money that y'all selling them for and what you trying to do. Put the price to, what, 20 bucks a beat? Man, just like that the same day, 5 leases came in right that day. Without even trying. So if I would have tried, I mean, I could have probably sold 30, 40 leases that day. I mean, without even trying. So, I mean, it's so easy. But, again, it's just that I'm very clear on my vision. I'm very clear on where I want to go. And so because I'm very clear on that, I can see the opportunities to get me there. What ends up happening to you is that because you're not clear and laser target focused on that every single day in the morning and getting your brain ready, your brain, what it does is it deletes most of the shit in your environment, and then which you can't even see what's right in front of you to get you right where you need to go. It's a powerful thing. We never learn how to operate, never learn how to operate ourselves and our mind in order to create success. We just get out here and just start doing shit every day, and it just leads us into doing more shit until the point we get exhausted and we're not successful and we're not where we want to be, and we're not doing what we're here to do on the planet, which is to share our gift at larger and larger capacities, which means we grow. And I hope I'm not going over your head, but if you watch it again, you'll end up catching what the hell I'm saying. I'm giving you real game now. Now, what's he gonna say, Postman? Damn it, you done got bigger. Now this is off subject. I know you probably the new people watching the video gonna say, damn it, Postman, you a crazy dude, bro. You all over the place. But I mean, y'all that been with us for a long time, you already know this is what we do. It's part of just the brand. We just talk crazy shit all day. Now, and somehow people get something out of it, and you grow. Now, I am in the process of getting back in shape. You know, I was a boxer at one point. Now I'm getting back in shape, so I'm overweight now, so I'm getting bigger. I've gotten bigger because when you don't have to go to work and you just sit at a goddamn computer, make beats, and just do shit like that, you don't need to exercise too much, and you just get bigger. So got bigger, which is good. I gained some mass, but now I'm working on. I'm actually doing Herbalife. So people who I do Herbalife diet, and I'm back working out. So I'm getting getting them gains back. So don't worry. So I'm not smoking crack. When you see all this weight gone, probably in the next few videos you're gonna be watching it. He's smoking crack because he's way skinnier than he was. I'm not smoking any crack or anything like that. I'm just doing it on a healthy kick, on a healthy diet, exercising again. So so don't worry. Postman knows that you used to seeing me in shape and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get back to that. On the other note, and that comes from creating a vision for myself on a health tip. I wasn't creating a vision. I was just stalling. Hey, so now I wake up every day and create my vision. Make sure I reiterate it. So it applies to all areas of life. You understand what I'm saying? And some people, they do that with their fitness, but don't do it in their business. Some people do it in their music production business, but don't do it in their fitness. Like me, I don't do it, but doing it in my fitness, but I'm doing it in other areas of my life. So don't worry, it's always areas of our life that we can get better in and grow in. Most people put way too much emphasis on the money aspect of their life and not enough on the other aspects, which is coincidentally why they always struggle to get money in their businesses and music if they're selling their beats or whatever, because they're always so focused on lack and limitation and worry and doubt and fear, and you have to come out of that and put your mind on abundance, and then all the things that you want, because the universe wants you to be successful selling beats, because that's your gift. The universe is designed. Listen to what I'm saying. It's designed for us to share our gifts at greater and greater and greater capacity. But it's up to you to develop your mind and your understanding and your knowledge and your work ethic and discipline so you can start to give and share at the higher levels. And the more you share with the world, the more you get back. So when you look at your bank account, you just know that's a direct reflection of what the hell I done gave out in the world. That's all it is. So you don't have to feel negative about it. And so you say, I'm stuck in my business right now. I guarantee you, start to every morning, and even right now, when you finish this video, say, okay, let me hone my vision again. What is it I really want? What is it I'm really going after? What is it I really want music production business to be in the world? What do I really see? Not just on what you're going to get. I know you want money, you want a house, you want new cars, you want all those things. We all want those things. But in order to get those things, we got to focus on what we're going to give, what we're going to share, and how we're going to impact the world through what you do, which is music. Some people are chefs. They impact the world through great tasting food. Some people are clothing designers. They impact the world through great design clothes to help people express themselves through fashion, through clothes. Some people are all kind of shit, okay? But you're a music producer. So you don't worry about other shit. You need to worry about what you do, which is create music and for artists to use in order to bless the world with higher vibrations in music and things that help them relieve the pressure and daily pressures of their lives. That's a very big, important thing that you do. So your job now is to get a clear vision, because where focus flows, energy goes. And when you start to put your focus on where you're going, how you're impacting the world, how you're impacting lives, what you want your business to be, then you start to get out of those cycles of stagnation, which is everybody goes through them. So don't feel like, yo, you're stupid or you're unsuccessful or you're failing because you're going through those stages. People don't talk about them because everybody wants to make it seem like it's everything just flowing great for their ass. You know, that's the perception people want to put out there. I'm just giving you the real behind the scenes. We all go through these type of things. And so, you know, sometimes you don't feel motivated. But if you do this practice, you'll start to get that motivation kick coming back, the vision coming back, and the little setbacks that you may experience won't affect you as much as they do now, because you're focused and you're honed in. And you'll reach towards your goals faster than ever. I reach my goals so fast, and it's so insane, because I'll end up stop doing what got me to my goals in the first place, because I'll get demotivated. So now I said, okay, I don't want to get demotivated anymore, so I do this practice. And I just want to share with you. Much love. Make sure you subscribe. That's a new thing I gotta make. I never told anybody to subscribe, and somehow we all these fucking subscribers. But subscribe to the channel. Also, I put a link. Oh, by the way, put a link to the products if you want to go a little bit deeper. Live Off Beats. We got some great products, man. I mean, you really need to get the products. Yes, they cost money, but I mean, you're gonna get so much more out of the product than what you spend. That's been our motto. That's how we all grew the business so great. Is that we always give you so much more value than what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? So if you invest in $40, $50 with Live Off Beats on a product, you know you're gonna get thousands of dollars of value out of that product. So you know you want to get the products because they take you to that next level of understanding and what to do in your business in order to bring the money back. And that's the key. You know, you can't always just go on YouTube videos and just get free information. At some point, you got to dive deeper into what it is you're doing. And, you know, that's what the products are for, to help you laser target focus and dive deeper into the art of selling beats on the internet, being successful at it, how to systematically do it, how to get traffic, and all those different things. We got courses for all that. So I put the link down there to the products. If you are so inclined, go ahead, support, invest, and take your stuff to the next level. But anyways, man, I'll keep doing these videos for you, inspire you, motivate you, and give you some tidbits, because, you know, trying to live your dreams is not always easy. Even though everybody tells you as a kid, live your dreams, it's almost like they say that, but then when you start going for it, like, it's like everybody acts like they don't want you to reach them or something. But it's just crazy. But anyway, that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? But just much love, peace, liveoffbeats.com, let's get it.